Do you want a cheap and easy way to keep what you do on the internet anonymous and secure? Try ProXPN. For $6.25 a month, you can safely surf the web anywhere in the world. Do you travel a lot? With ProXPN, you can even get on websites such as YouTube and Netflix that are blocked in some countries. Devices currently supported with premium membership are Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, and Android. ProXPN, keeping you anonymous since 2009. Try today. Link in the description below.
Hello everyone, I'm Ross from Job and Ross's History and Reviews. Today we are looking at the Samsung Galaxy Tab Active. I got it on Black Friday from Disc Replay for $119.99. Disc Replay really didn't have anything on sale except DVDs, CDs, and vinyl on Black Friday, which is weird. They usually have like buy 2 games, get 3 free or something. They really do have some really good deals usually. They didn't have anything. No tablets were on sale, no video games were on sale, no consoles were on sale. They were all the regular price. I bought this because I looked at the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 and the Tab 3. The Tab 3 was $130. The Tab 2 was $79. And a lot of people will say, well, why didn't you get the Tab 2? Because it has the buttons on the bottom and it's all widescreen already. You just keep it like this and you can also flip it this way if you want it. The screen looks dirty. Sorry about that. It's going to look dirty. It's going to reflect off. See, if I do it like that, it looks okay. I looked at this and I was like, you know, there's got to be a reason why it's in the middle. Like Malcolm. And I'm like, it reminded me of my Samsung Galaxy Tab A and E, how they were this size and this shape. You held it like this and you could flip it that way, but it was naturally this way. And unlike the Tab 1, Tab 2, Tab 3, Tab 4, it's naturally this way with a slightly taller screen. You're going to ask what the screen size is. I really don't know. This is like 7 or 8 inches. 7 or 8 inches, or is it? Yeah, I think it's 7 or 8. There. See my palm to wrist ratio. Anyway, I looked at this and I'm like, oh, I see clicky buttons. You can click the buttons. Like the back button's clickable, the all apps button is clickable, and the home button is clickable. And it also has, what is that called? Like on the Sony, it's called a multi-shoe. What, like a magnet, where if you have like one of those keyboards that is a magnet, you can just snap it right in and have the keyboard connected via magnet rather than plug it in or Bluetooth it. So it's a direct connection. That's what it was called. It did not come with a pin. I didn't originally know that it came with the thing called, like, I think it's the C pin. The C pin. The C pin. Anyway. It has Bluetooth. It has the volume button here. 2 clicky buttons. And then the power buttons on the top right. Samsung on the back. And it came with this case, the official Samsung case. So it came with everything except a charger, which is USB Mini, and the C pen. And I had no idea that this was waterproof for 30 minutes, up to 33 meters. And I believe it is dust-proof on the back because the case is what it said when I looked it up online. It is a business tablet. I had no idea with the case on. Without the case on, it's basically just your average tablet. Case on, someone said they threw it from the top of their was a parking garage, and it survived the impact with the case on. And someone also said that they got water on it. The only thing that the water did was it made for like 5 or 10 minutes before it dried up. It was glitching the screen out, where like it would open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, like, you know, the glitchy little menu, drop down menu moving up and down, random apps opening. But they said once it dried off, it was fine. You have to make sure the back, when you take the case off, the back is completely snapped in. That's an issue people had, that it wasn't snapped in, like, or it would unsnap over time due to, like, you know, dropping it on a table, like putting it on a table, doing that little, just that little bit of impact, just like doing this like that, putting it on my hand like that. That little bit of impact made the back open up, so you had to take the case off, pop it back in. Otherwise, it is not waterproof because the battery's exposed. The battery is huge. Removable back. It has a removable back, so you can change a battery out, buy another battery if they still have them from Samsung's website. The SD card, you have to pull the battery out and then slide it in. It's right above the batteries where the SD card slot is. It supports up to 64 gigabytes, which I have a PNY 64 gigabyte SD card with 90 or 80 write read speed. It is it's blazing fast. I've had this since Black Friday, and so I've had like 3 or 4 or 5 days to really test it out. And it's got a front-facing camera and a back camera and a flash. So that's, you know, businesses, oh, something's broken. Well, I don't want to take my phone. My phone's back in the office. I always have my business tablet Boom, take a picture, flash it on. It's in a dark room, flash it on. The pictures are not that great. My Galaxy Tab E and A took better pictures than this, and they didn't even have a flash. Their speakers were better than this. The speaker is right there, that little tiny hole. It's smaller than my pinky nail. Yeah, smaller than my pinky nail is the speaker. I think it's a mono speaker. I could be wrong. Not entirely certain about that. But it is very soft. Even on loud videos, where I know the video audio is loud because I pull up my cell phone and listen to it. It's very soft. Audible for the most part, but not as loud as it should be. But being a business tab really shot me. Having a flash really shot me because, I use my cell phone for eBay to sell stuff. So instead of wasting my phone battery with the flash on and off and draining my battery, I can just use this tablet. The battery in the tablet, I've watched 5 movies, I didn't watch them. I let it play through, shuffle through 5 movies, which is 10, 11, 13 hours, somewhere around there depending on the length of the film. And it only went down to 64%. And I thought that was cool. The brightness was on medium. It wasn't on fully bright. It was at medium, which is midway, and not Pac-Man. And the microphone, I haven't tested out yet on Memo. The screen is fine. The screen's pretty responsive. The weird thing about this is that it has a thing where you can swipe the screen and open 2 things. Here's the default brightness that it starts out as. It makes it a lot easier to see when it's against this screen, and you do get notifications. You swipe to the right, brighten up the screen. This is full brightness. See, it's kind of blowing it out on my computer. Pretty bright. Pretty bright. And screen test, you can flick all the way through. Pretty responsive, just a slight second delay, as you can tell. I swipe and then it delays by a slight second. Opening apps, it does have voice support. Google, who created Grand Theft Auto 5? Oh, I have Wi-Fi turned off. Let me turn Wi-Fi on. It does have, like I was saying, this weird thing where you... Okay. There we go. Where you can swipe the screen and it makes a two screen mode, so you can have 2 different apps open, which I think is pretty weird and pretty cool at the same time. Who made Grand Theft Auto 5?
Grand Theft Auto 5 was developed by Rockstar Games.
See, it does have talkback support. You can ask it questions like a cell phone. I don't know when this was made, 2 or 3 years ago, maybe even longer. And hitting the back button, opening up all the apps, swiping the left. Force close, my bad. I didn't do it fast enough. Force closing. Home button, let me hit the home button. That's so cool, the physical button. The back button makes a water noise, typical of Samsung. Let me open up Google again. And then now I hit the back button. Back again. Takes me back to home. So I love having the physical buttons. It does have a headphone jack, unlike Apple devices. It does have the microphone that I spoke to. The charger's on the bottom. Headphone jack is on the bottom. Charger's on the bottom. Microphone's on the bottom. You can use cell phone services with these, which is pretty cool. You can use, hey, it's me on my cell phone. You can have a long-lasting cell phone. Some people aren't going to like the fact that you can plug headphones into it. Default apps, it comes with your default Google. Your Chrome is default. Play Store is default. Contacts, Memo, Samsung Internet. Google, the calendar with your date, time, and everything on it. Netflix is built into it, but you still have to pay for it. And Dropbox comes with it by default. You can't uninstall any of these. And Play Music, Google Plus, Google Gmail, Google Settings, Picasso, which I don't really like, the calendar, video, clock, settings, Galaxy apps. You do get the Galaxy's apps. Some of their old phones didn't allow you to have the Galaxy apps, which I don't really use because I just go to Google Play Store. But yeah, long battery life, Bluetooth connectivity, PlayStation 4 controllers work on it. Wiimotes may or may not work on it. It depends. I love this thing. I use it to watch YouTube, Netflix, edit videos on using Vivita Editor Pro. What else have I done with it? I've listened to music on it. I plugged in a headset. It works fine. Doesn't blow out my ears like my phone does. I've used the Bluetooth on it. It has a power saving mode and an ultra power saving mode. Does it have a gyroscope? I have no idea. I haven't downloaded Pokemon Go. I should have done that. I was supposed to do that. I might do that later. I don't know if it has a gyroscope. You can probably Google it right now and find out. Actually, hang on, let me see. I might be able to do it right now and not waste your time. Does the Samsung Galaxy Tab Active have a gyroscope?
According to NDTV Gadgets, the Samsung Galaxy Tab Active 2 runs Android 7.1 and is powered by a 4,450 mAh non-removable battery. Connectivity options include Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Sensors on the tablet include proximity sensor, accelerometer, ambient light sensor, and gyroscope.
Correction, this is the Tab Active 1. The Tab Active 2 doesn't have a removable battery. Wow, what a POS then. So let me... Tab Active 1. I need to find that out, because the 2 has it. No, not the Active 2. I want the Active 1. Here we go. It's weird that you nowadays on the internet, you have to actually search for some reason you'll type the Tab Active 1 and then it'll show the specs for the 3 or the 4 or the 5 or the 7. They don't really show the old ones anymore. So this is quad-core, 1.2 gigahertz. It was released in December of 2014, so it's like 4 years old almost. I'm surprised it still works then. Dust water resistant up to 1 meter to 30 minutes. So it's up to 1 meter. I said 30 meters, my bad. Snapdragon chipset. Cortex A7 quad-core CPU. GPU is Adreno 305, more than you'll ever need. Video at 720p at 30 FPS. I said 1080p, my bad. Didn't I? I don't know if I said that. It was 720p. Here we go. I just saw it a second ago. Sensors, accelerometer, gyroscope, and compass. Woo! It does. You can play Pokemon Go with the real world on this. If it didn't have a gyroscope, you could only use the 3D mode. I'm not anyone that still plays that. I do every once in a while. It supports MP4, H.264, and WMV video files. MP3, WAV, EAAC+, WMA, and FLAC for music files. It has a document editor, a photo-video editor, although I've never seen the video editor, I mean. And the colors are titanium green and Wi-Fi 2 band. So it supports, I believe, 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi and 5.1 gigahertz. 5.1 is generally faster than 2.4 gigahertz. And the resolution is 1280 by 800, so you can do 720p live streaming via YouTube gaming app. And it's so bright that the camera's not even showing, like, not even able to show anything on the screen. It's so bright. No cellular connectivity. That's only for the Galaxy Active 2. And I said earlier that you could. My bad. That's only for the Active Tab 2 that you can get cellular connectivity. I'm completely wrong. I hope I edit that out later. If I don't, I'm lazy. But anyway, I love this tablet. It's great. Buy it used. Don't buy it new. Buy it used. I mean, newer tablets can shoot at 1080 if that's what you're looking for, and they have better cameras. But you get a removable battery. You get make sure you get one if you buy it used with the case, so it's drop resistant and waterproof. And I wish you the best of luck with your endeavors. Thank you.